Season 3, Episode 4 of Demon Slayer, Kimetsu no Yaiba. Y'all, it's been almost 2 years. I have a very figurative watch, but I've kept meticulous track of how long it's been since I watched Episode 3 of Demon Slayer. September is when I released it, of 2023. If y'all are looking for excuses, well, I don't have all that many good ones. It boils down to content I have to cover, laziness, motivation, feeling overwhelmed, the backlog and bottlenecking of editing into highlights. So, in lieu of all of the excuses I could levy, allow me to just apologize and admit in recent times I have been catching up to Demon Slayer. I have watched 47 episodes of Demon Slayer. This is the 48th. And call me crazy. My brain, my mood, my motivation to watch Demon Slayer is through the fucking roof. Even higher. Yeah, I guess that's good symbolism. Goofiness aside, how are we gonna beat Upper 4 and Upper 5, Hantengu and Gyoko? One is a Hydra situation, and one seems to summon familiars with their spells, with their blood demon arts. If you're wondering, yes, I did rewatch my previous reactions, and yes, I made sure to pay attention. I am excited, because we had American Breathing by Genya, who is apparently the little brother of the Wind Hashira, Sanemi. It's a nitrine shotgun with nitrine bullets, and it was effective. Except, we have emotions, the embodiments of emotions splitting off. It is a true Hydra situation with Hantengu. They get younger, they get stronger, and everything we know about killing demons is currently being shaken up. It's being challenged because cutting off the neck doesn't kill it, does not kill Upper 4. What is a weak spot? What is a vital point? And what is the deal with Tokito? What is his history? What created the man that is Muichiro Tokito? And when will Mitsuri show up? Because shit has hit the fan. The Swordsmith village is under attack. Upper 4 and Upper 5 are at the village and attacking. Everything is going to go from bad to worse. And if we are to believe this is like Mugen Train and the Entertainment District, once the fights start, they do not stop. Once the wheels begin moving, they keep spinning and spinning and spinning until the very end. So we have 8 more episodes, presumably of pure fights, of unadulterated, high-octane, kick-ass action. Very likely with death involved. How many people will die? Will the village actually get leveled like Yoshiwara, the Entertainment District? Will it be leveled? Or will we actually move the fight away and spare a bunch of lives? What blow will be dealt to both the demons and the demon slayers? Because right now, Tanjiro doesn't have the best track record with his involvement with Hashira. One of them is dead, one of them is retired. What injuries or death will he inflict upon it just by being around and attracting the upper moons to their location? Because, call me crazy, I don't want Mitsuri to die. Right now, I don't care all that much about Tokito, especially compared to all of the other Hashira. Not my favorite character, mainly because of the mannerisms. But I feel like I could grow to love this man. So I am afraid they will die. We will weaken our forces and be unable to properly confront the remaining upper moons. 8 episodes to go for Season 3, and then 8 episodes of Season 4. AlduicS is back on Demon Slayer. I don't know how frequently these will come out, but if you want the unedited version of this reaction, it'll be over on my Patreon, link down below, amidst my social media platforms. Follow me on them, help me grow my community. Every bit of support truly does make a difference. Make sure you leave a like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell to be notified when I upload next. And shall we hop into Episode 4, Episode 48 overall, of Demon Slayer, Kimetsu no Yaiba. I do apologize for the long-windedness, but 2 years of hiatus on a series does warrant it. In 3, 2, 1. So I believe we're going to catch up with Tokito saving Kotetsu from the CGI fish of doom that I remember people were bitching about. And if you're curious, I am using subs, please. Honestly, that CGI does not look bad. but I know people will complain. And it sucks. God, do not resist the kindness. Do not resist the friendship that is Tanjiro. Already affecting Tokito. I really want to learn more about Tokito, as long as we don't spend time with his crow. Because I fucking hate his crow. His crow is the worst. Yeah, are you gonna change your tune about Tokito? What's even crazier is mist is an offshoot of wind breathing, not water breathing. Okay, so that was where we ended episode 3. I love how goofy the fish is. It's nowhere near as horrifying as Gyoko. Oh my god! I'm getting hyped from him just grabbing his sword handle. Does it have like a self-destruct mechanism? Okay. Okay. Yeah, we're back with Demon Slayer. We're back with Demon Slayer. I'm so fucking giddy. Oh my god, I'm giddy. Still not my favorite opening. I think it goes 2, 3, 1, 4. I love individually Man with a Mission and Malay, but it's just, I don't know. I feel like they're both holding back and not reaching their true potential with this collab duet between them. I do like what it offers, but it's not my favorite song. I think I even prefer the ending song over the opening. At least when it comes to the song. The visuals I do really like in the opening. I cannot wait for him to actually get the 300-year-old sword fully polished, return to Tanjiro, and then possibly have some of Kokoshibu, I believe, is what I inferred his name will be, or was, or it's the current name of the demon version of himself. But the man who owned the sword, will his techniques actually come out? Thank you, Tokito. Okay. So Kotetsu might actually be on more friendly terms with him. Might make him change his tune a little because, you know, the guy who was an ass to you and hit you and treated you like scum, or at least treated you with a little disdain, saved your life. Yeah, that's a little horrifying. Is the pot its head like it's supplying it with blood's art? It looks like a brain. Yep, okay. So part of the aesthetic is the pot, but is there like a backlash perhaps? I'm not gonna trust it immediately upon death because of what happened with Gyutaro. Wait. I remember in episode 1, Gyoko mentioned to Doma he gave him a pot. It was treated like a gift, but if it's a byproduct of his blood demon art as well, could it be used to sabotage and eventually usurp Doma, who is upper 2, in a challenge match, perhaps? Because I know Doma said he is displaying a woman's head in it. But what if it's a I won't use it until it's necessary, but like an undercover sabotage method by Gyoko? Oh my god! Oh my god! Wow. When you compare his behavior in episode 2 to now, and it's only been 2 episodes, you gotta back down on making Tanjiro call you, or call Tokito a bunch of insults? I don't blame him for being scared and being so relieved. He's gonna get a thank you, because episode title, right? And it'll strike a chord with him? Oh. Yeah, Kanamori, Tokito's new swordsmith, and Inosuke's swordsmith. And this will inadvertently lead them to victory because he's going to listen to Kotetsu. Good things come around. What goes around comes around. Kindness is returned with kindness, and this will lead to a victory. Oh my god. Find yourself again. he is a bit spacey, so is it like he's always covered in mist, in fog? Like he's lost his sense of self? Must have been in a tragic accident, have a bit of amnesia. And he has a very space case personality because he doesn't have the foundation that was his original personality and memory. I was right, amnesia. At least based on the bandages. And what he was saying. Dude, he got fucked up. Was it a demon? I'm going to assume it was a demon considering he's at the Master's mansion. And, you know, most tragic backstories in this universe involve demons. Dude, he got fucked up. At least he has a bunch of his limbs, but even his throat is damaged. But he took such a heavy blow, he lost his memories and developed this Space KC personality. It almost feels like a protective barrier to shield him from his lack of knowledge, from his lack of memories. Granted, it only took him, what, 2 months or 2 years to become a Hashira? I know they mentioned it. Uzui mentioned it. Can't remember when it was. In, like, episode 14 or 15 overall. So, like, episode 7 or 8, maybe even episode 9 of season 2 when you include Mugen Train in the TV format. I know he mentioned Tokito was the fastest to become Hashira. He's insanely skilled, and he's also younger than Tanjiro by a year or 2. Interesting. So I wonder maybe by the end of the Swordsmith Village and his interactions with Tanjiro will bring out the original Muichiro Tokito, will bring out the original personality, the original memories and all that, so it will allow him to become whole as a person. I could see that happening because we've already put a real emphasis on memories, inherited memories, and just memories as a whole in Demon Slayer and in Season 3. So it would be a bit poetic and ironic if we have a Hashira who has trouble with memories, or even having lost some memories, get them fixed by coming into contact with Tanjiro and even some upper moons. Yeah, something insignificant. The mist in your head. Interesting. Well, he is fast. Most Hashira are pretty fast. Oh, he's even being a little considerate. Wow. What goes around comes around. One step at a time. One act of kindness can go a long way. The Miss Hashira. Yep, Muichiro Tokito. Who is his VA? And I do have notes, yes. His VA is... I might not actually have it written down then. Kengo Koenishi. His VA is really good at the Space KC, a little distant, not all there kind of voice. And then you get that extra clarity that pops in. Oh yeah, Tanjiro is dealing with a lack of hearing right now. Probably a broken rib or bone or two. And then, yeah, Joy. So we have a flying one, but... It's an offshoot, though. It's not its main body. The same name. What the fuck are those things? Oh my god, yeah, his brain is rattled. That smile, that actually freaks me out. Because we don't see Tanjiro like this right now. He's rattled. He almost seems a little bloodthirsty. He seems a bit crazy. But considering what he's going through right now, I'll give him a pass. But it actually kind of freaks me out seeing Tanjiro smile like this. Yeah, they hit a limit. all of the individual emotions. Most powerful, and then you can probably split off from there. At very least, maybe if you're beheading them, that's where they can split off properly. But if it's like cutting off body parts, they just get weaker. Still, Hydra situation. We gotta decapitate him and see what happens. Yeah. I still think Genya's fine. Wait. So, is it a matter of slicing and dicing, getting them into their weakest forms, then killing them from there? And when you do that, do they go back to the original, or are they dead for good? But can they not split off after that? Ooh, dude, come on! You just healed your shoulder! Yeah, isn't this his first time fighting an actual flying enemy? Not for nothing. Joy is a very fast motherfucker. But Chandru is feeling him out, isn't he? Oh my god, putting his head back together like that. Yeah, immediately aim for where the noise would come from, so it canceled the attack. Can he use his feathers to attack? Like, can he fire them off? You gotta use your new smelling. You gotta be able to tell where he's gonna attack you from. I don't think Genya's dead. Considering he's regenerating, and I think I theorized he might be, like, part demon or have regeneration capabilities of a demon. Because Sanemi treats him like he doesn't exist, like there's bad blood. He's like, I have no little brother. And are we gonna have Nezuko freak out again this arc because she's transformed to have her horn? Will her transformation progress? Yeah, it's healing around the spear. Or is he just tightening his muscles? There's still a sliver of neck left, but I wonder if that counts as a full decapitation. He's able to heal from that, so we still have yet to see the head fully separate within these four incredibly powerful emotions. But if it's not an actual decapitation, then how do we kill him after that? Is it literally killing all the small offshoots? I don't believe he's dead. Not for a second. Not until his head's on the ground. Okay, that is really cool. I like that art. I always love these mid-credit, these extra little bit of art pieces. Dude, I have missed Demon Slayer. Holy shit. He's gonna get back up. He's gonna basically be a zombie, right? He's also training under Gyome, the Stone Hashira. So is this something he learned from him? Or is this a blood demon art? Oh no, it's a Mita Sutra. So it's from Gyome. If you drop your guard, you lose. Yeah, they gotta get rid of him. So you can stop the attack with another attack. Obviously, demon, but this might progress her transformation and make her go wild. Hold on. So, yeah, Karaku's pleasure, Aizetsu is sorrow, Urogi is joy, Sekido is anger, so Sekido. Sekido is probably the biggest threat just because of the AoE stun-locking nature of the lightning. It's not going to be that easy with Nezuko. She was able to actually put the pedal to the metal and put the spurs on Daki. I forgot, how is her demon art going to actually work with him? Can he heal from that? Can they dispel it on their own? The fact she can actually use their special weapons, I guess it's because it's attached to his hand. Holy shit. Dude, that staff through the neck and then the lightning attack is diabolical. Are we gonna have a new Hinokami Kagura move? Oh, is it taking him into the trees? Or bring him into an area he has to actually fight you in close quarters? Or is he gonna grab him and fly with him? God, I want him to focus on every fight. We keep popping around as soon as I really want to see more. We got a lot of episodes of this. He really is kind of like a zombie right now. In fact, he keeps getting up. Dude, my heart is beating pretty hard. That's a bit, off-putting, a bit creepy. My name is Bakugo. I believe Nobuhiku is his VA name. This, religious-esque OST. Genya, I was sort of familiar with your game because we've seen how crazy and headstrong and angry you are. But I see you upping said game, and I am excited to spend more time with you, Genya. Dude, I have fucking chills. Yep. Gotta let him miss, and then he's gonna grab him. Oh no, yeah, he's gonna stab him and keep on with him. Ow! Yeah, he can't go too high with Tanjiro on him now. The extra human weight, he can't stay that high for very long. What a dramatic entrance. Dude, that is gonna set Tanjiro off. I wonder if she's growing accustomed to it. He can grow a second? That is smart. Using action... Oh my god. Yeah, using Erogi just to... I guess as a lightning rod or a rubber mechanism to gain immunity, albeit temporary. Its tongue. The tongue is a weak point because of the special characters. I wonder if you have to actually, like, sever from the back of the tongue. Either Genya or Nezuko, right? These siblings gotta save each other. Yep, Aizetsu is back. I guess from above it would be like a gravity spell. Yeah, that wind pressure. I wouldn't be surprised if he actually got some broken bones from that. Are they actually out? That's bad. That's really bad. I know it was tatami flooring atop wood flooring, so it definitely lessened a bit of the blow compared to like concrete. But that's bad. Mitsuri, where are you? Yep, here comes the fish demons attacking the village. So Gyoko is going after the citizens, while Hontengo is going after the slayers. My guess is Mitsuri is going to come in to protect the village. But she left, so she has to backtrack. Hi, Kanamori. I wonder if those are also like Nichiren swords and Nichiren hatchets. I love her crow already. I like that voice. Dude, the different OST to accompany her. Dude, this OST, though. Oh my god, I got chills from the OSTs alone! I hate that it's actually over. At least the ending song is good. Not my favorite. I think 2, 1, 3, 4 in terms of order for the ending songs, just based on the music. I really do love Melee and Man with a Mission, though. It's just, for me, not their best work. It actually feels a bit surreal to be back with Demon Slayer. I'm gonna be honest. Okay, so we're going back to the academy, but what was that cat? That is a fucked up cat. College major. Would. With a capital W. I'd say I would listen to her rant. I would listen to her gush about her plushies. Benefit, benefit, benefit. Would, would, would. That that plushie is gonna haunt my dreams because it's so derpy. It's so goofy. She's wildly popular with the guys, but she doesn't realize it herself. Bright red sword. So next time is bright red sword. Tokito's is blue. Hers is like a hue of purple pink. So would it be the sword they are restoring, the 300-year-old sword from the Sengoku period? Would that be the bright red sword? Or is it referring to when Tanjiro uses Hinokami Kagura and it ignites in fire? But my guess is it might be the sword that Haganazuka is currently polishing from 300 years ago. The former sword of who I believe is Kokushibu now. If they're not the same person, then that will throw me for a loop. As I even said a few minutes ago, it is surreal to be back with Demon Slayer. Yes, I have watched 47 episodes in recent times. It got me back in the mood. It reinvigorated my motivation. It reignited my passion. Not like it actually full dwindled and extinguished, but I've been prioritizing other shows, other series. My priorities have been away from Demon Slayer because this is 2 years out of date. Not to a fault of the show itself, but because of everything I have gone through, lazy excuses, and actual obligations, and other information that has prevented me from continuing Demon Slayer. It's not important. What is important is that I am back with Demon Slayer, and I really, really, really do want to finish Season 3. With this episode complete, 7 more to go, and if I'm not mistaken, the finale episode is double length, and I think Season 4's premiere is double length, and maybe the finale episode is double length, and then that leads into the trilogy movies, the Infinity Castle. But we will cross Season 4 when we get there. That is a bridge we don't even need to talk about right now, because we still have 7 episodes to go. The fights have only just begun. The situation is dire, but it can definitely get worse. It will go from bad to worse, to worse, to worse, to worse, to worse, to worse, until we either pull a win out of our ass in the most hype of way, or we slowly chip away and achieve victory, potentially at the cost of a life or two, a Hashira or two. As I even joke about, Tanjiro doesn't have the best track record when it comes to his involvement with Hashira. So, are they going to retire? Are they going to die? Will they be permanently injured or scarred from this encounter with Upper 4 and Upper 5? Or will we actually be healthy? Will they continue to do their demon slaying job after the incident at the Swordsmith Village is concluded? I don't know, but I am excited to see. So, it is a bit of a Hydra situation, but it is not an infinite Hydra. It is a finite Hydra. They can continue to create some offshoots, but the 4 emotions, sorrow, joy, rage slash anger, and I believe it is da, 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 da. pleasure. Pleasure is Karaku, Aizetsu is sorrow, Urogi is joy, and Sekido is anger. They all split off from Hontengu. So those are the most powerful emotions. They can split off again, but they're not as sentient. They're not as powerful. They grow weaker, maybe even dumber. I don't know how intelligent they would be. They might be fighting on instinct when they get into like the half forms, but right now they are a threat. I don't know if I would feel the same amount of dread as when Gyutaro first appeared, or even seeing Daki go all out and slice up an entire section of the district in season 2. It was next level dread. It is when the hat drops and you go, oh shit, this is an upper moon. This may be upper 6, but the devastation, the scale of destruction, of despair, of death will be unlike any foe we have faced thus far. Sure, we got a glimpse with Akaza in season 2, in Mugen Train, but Daki and Gyutaro were our first full taste, our first full meal when it came to the upper moons, their level, their strength, their abilities, the amount of effort needed to go into killing one. Even if they were split into two people, they were still the same unit. They were the same demon, per se. I don't know if the 4 emotions we have right now leave me as afraid, make me feel the same level of dread. They feel strong, but it feels more like we're fighting Rui than we are fighting Gyutaro or Daki. It doesn't feel impossible. It's more working around their gimmicks and eliminating them. Sure, we still haven't located their true vital spot. My guess is, because Tanjiro did nail in on taking out the tongue makes them recover a lot slower, maybe you actually have to like decapitate the tongue, then the head, and then that would count. And when you kill the offshoots, can they recreate them, or are they permanently dead? Do they go back to the original body and give them strength, but they can't be fully conceptualized again? Or are they gone for good? So I am very curious to spend more time with Upper 4, with Hontengu, with these emotions, and see how we will get out of this predicament, because Nezuko and Tanjiro are out cold. That doesn't happen very often. But we're in a really, really bad situation. The only one who is close enough to help them is Genya. And I don't know what's going on with Genya. He might be a demon, he might have regenerative abilities. I don't know what's going on in his past, why he is essentially disowned and maybe not even loved by his brother Sanemi, the Wind Hashira. But he was taken in by Gyomei, who might be training him as his Sugoku, as an heir to the throne that is Hashira. But I don't know if Genya is up to snuff. But we haven't seen everything he can play. We haven't seen all of the cards in his hand. I do like Genya, as loud, as angry, as blunt and mean he can be. But as we've encountered with a lot of characters in this show, you cannot resist the friendship that is Tanjiro. You cannot resist the kindness. It is only a matter of time before your rocky, your diamond exterior will crack, crumble, and he will make his way in to give you a hug to make you feel all warm and fuzzy inside. I do like that Tokito got a bit of shine in this. We're getting some more about him. The whole amnesia aspect, his mist, his foggy personality, the fact he is essentially pursuing his memories, his personality, but he is so spacey he can't fully grasp the moments that come through. So I'm gonna guess episode 3's line from Tanjiro, the whole "if you do something good, it will come back to you," is a line he heard in his past, maybe a parent or sibling, or I wouldn't even say lover because he was a young child, but maybe someone important to him said those exact words, and that's why he reacted like he did, because it was a brief moment of clarity. It was allowing him to get one step closer to the missing memories. How many episodes will it be until we hit those memories? But I do like a bit of the explanation we got for his behavior, for why he is the way he is right now, why he feels so not there, why he feels like a person who is missing himself. He feels more ephemeral. He feels like mist. I can't wait until that storm within him clears up, and he can see the bright blue sky. And who knows, Tanjiro might just become the sun that illuminates that sky for him. The OSTs, though, holy shit, I got chills. I got chills. The fact they're so different depending on the Hashira or even the scene, but like Mitsuri or even the Genya OSTs, dude, I got chills. I got so many fucking chills. And him reciting the Amida Sutra and rising time and again from each brutal beatdown, feeling more like a zombie, feeling like an unkillable enemy, giving off that intimidating aura to a demon, no less. Genya will be fun to follow. I'm sure people will take issue with him, with his brash, rude, headstrong, and angry nature, but I also am a fan of the angry characters, at the very least, when they're interesting. And Genya right now definitely strikes me as interesting. So, Hanagazuka is still working on the sword. Kanamori was attacked, but he made it back to the village to help, I guess, notify and evacuate of the fish demons. I hate that it ended, but I could watch episode 5 right away if I really, really want to. But again, it is classic Demon Slayer. We're gonna have cliffhanger after cliffhanger after cliffhanger after cliffhanger after cliffhanger. Who knows? The finale might even be a cliffhanger. But I don't think we're gonna have another Upper Moons meeting going into season 4. Unless... what revelations will we get to? How is Upper 5 and Upper 4 going to get even stronger? Because we have definitely not seen every card in their arsenal. And that scares me. But I am so ready for Gyoko to die. Because I do not like his character design. It's cool, do not get me wrong. But it gives me heebie-jeebies. The body horror nature of it is... it triggers me just slightly, y'all. Just slightly. So, with that said, what did y'all think of my reaction, my commentary, the episode itself? What did you think of episode 4? What did you think of Genya, Tokito, Mitsuri, the fish demon, even a bit of the solution, or I guess the initial information towards a final solution into slaying Hontengu and the emotion demons? I do like the designs a lot. I think Sekido and Aizetsu are my favorite in terms of designs between the four of them, though I do like Urogi. Karaku is probably my least favorite in terms of design, but it's only 4 demons to compare amongst, and I'm sure they will change, they will grow stronger. I mean, hell, the fact we can actually use their weapons if you tear off their arm and then use it immediately, that is cool. But seeing Sekido shove his staff into Nezuko's throat and then unleash the lightning, that was diabolical. That was next level brutal. But it's also really cool. I was almost hoping Tanjiro would pop a face like he did when he was starting to figure out a bit of Urogi and the means to combat him and the Hydra situation he is in. That bit of shook, that rattle, that bloodthirsty face he had on. I want to see a face like that when you're harming his sister. I want to see him just go off the rails. I mean, we've seen it here and there, but I love crazy MCs, and I love MCs that snap, that embrace a bit of the darkness. So I want more of that face from Tanjiro. When you're done leaving a comment, make sure to like, subscribe, hit that bell to be notified when I upload next. If you want the unedited version of this reaction, it'll be over on my Patreon, link down below, amidst my social media platforms. Follow me on them, help make grooming community. Every bit of support truly does make a difference. This has been AlduicS. Thank you all so much for watching. I will see you all in episode 5 of Demon Slayer Season 3. Kimetsu no Yaiba, Swordsmith Village Arc. See y'all later. Peace.